right. Hold on. There you go.
There you go. Okay.
Yep. You're good now. Thanks.
All right, excellent. Well, thank you, Wayne, and good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining my presentation. I'm Brian Lee with Arista Corporation, and I'll start off with the presentation here. Here you'll see our facility here. It's based in Fremont, California. Today what we're going to go over is Arista's history a little bit, some of our awesome products, and our support, our warranty programs, some of the lead time, delivery times, that's very hot. You know, how quick can we get the product, and then any questions and answers. A little bit of Arista's history. We were founded in 1994, headquartered in Fremont, California, right in Silicon Valley. Okay, so we are a U.S.-based company. We actually started off back in 1994 doing rack mount servers. Today we have a very strong focus in industrial IPC. We took off very, very well. We're able to make hardened industrial IPCs and thin clients. We also have a global presence around as well. Rockwell Automation also orders through us internationally for our thin clients as well. So, you know, again, we are a U.S.-based company in Fremont, California, on the north side of California. Here you'll see where our production, full assembly, FQC, RMA, all the magic happens in that production facility headquarters in Fremont, California. All right, so now let's go ahead and dive into the products. Arista's thin client hardware. First is our office-grade thin client. We just rolled out our new AP3500E01 with the 1.9 gigahertz Bay Trail quad-core Intel Atom processor. It's up to 8 gigabytes of memory RAM. What's new about it is it actually has dual HMI, and I've actually got a sample of it here right now for office-grade thin client that it does have dual HDMI versus the older version, which is the B01, which has your VGA and DVI. Let me see if I can show that right there. Okay. Now on the back of this office-grade thin client is actually a VESA mount. We have customers that want to go ahead and mount that onto the back of a monitor, and you can achieve that with this VESA mounting scheme. This is mainly used in industries like corporate businesses, hospitals, and control rooms. Now let's get to the nitty-gritty of the industrial grade. This is our Microbox series, the most latest one that just came out, E01. This is a single and also available in a dual mode monitor, multi-monitor version as well. So I actually have the sample here. It's actually connected live right now, and it is pushing the content over to this 21-inch projected capacitive touchscreen right here, which is quite interesting. It's actually fully enclosed, waterproof, hermetically sealed, and you'll actually notice there's only one cable. That's correct. One cable that powers it up. It does power over Ethernet, PoE, and transmit the video content from the Microbox as well as the touch screen. So you can actually do projective capacitive touch for multi-touch function. So the single monitor Microbox 7024 E01 is great for industrial automation. You know, ruggedized, harsh plant floor applications. Features 1.91 gigahertz. It's got the VGA and HDMI for dual display output, which has just been achieved by Thin Manager, which is awesome. Okay. Features all your old school legacy COM ports, RS-232, 422, and 485. Has a 24-volt DC terminal block that's included, and it is Thin Manager ready. We enable that in the BIOS. So, for instance, you get your current thin clients that go down on the floor. You actually pop the spare in, and it actually recognizes the thin client automatically. There's no extra programming or any hassles, any cumbersome that you have to deal with. Next, we're going to dive into our multi-monitor thin client. This is when you're doing 3 multi-monitor displays or 4, running 5 sessions. All right. This is our box PC 138D00 and 238D00. Again, these are all fanless designs. You know, there's no noise with the fans or anything like that. Up to 4 gigs of RAM, and you can allows us to do the multi-monitor with a video card that we add in, and you got the dual gigabyte LAN, same old school legacy COM ports, and you got the line in and line out and mic in. This is a multi-monitor HDMI as opposed to using analog with the VGA and DVI. So with the HDMI multi-monitor, we actually added a special design card in there that gives you the 4 adapter output for HDMI, and then one of them is used on board. Now this one here is a little bit more of a beast. It actually runs an i7 processor and up to 8 gigs of memory RAM, and you can do up to 5 HDMI multi-monitor displays. Still has some of the COM ports on there, and also USB 3.0 as well.
So Brian, before that,
Yes.
so to clear up on the multi-monitor, is that so that one cable with the 4 HDMIs? So would that be a quad screen arrangement, or is that could you do like same screen on each output, or how, maybe explain that
you could do that. You could do duplicate clone, or you can run multi-session. Yes. So and that's it's pretty strong. I mean, especially running with HDMI with a digital signal. All right, next, you know, one of our slogans you'll see on the screen all the time is "Talk to us, we listen," and we definitely did listen. We just released a 4K resolution thin client. Okay, you actually look on here on board. It has the HDMI, so there's no add-on card used. It's got the same 6th generation or 7th generation Intel Skylake processor, and it meets IP50. And you can see here, here's the 3 HDMI that's on board, and it has virtual screen capability. So that's brand new, hot, just rolled off the assembly line.
Where are you seeing the need for 4K resolution?
Absolutely. 4K resolution used a lot in the control room. Not many times, you know, we have customers using it on the plant floor, you know, watching movies or anything in HD, but definitely in the control room. Yeah, many applications in the control room. Next, we will talk about our all-in-one panel mount solution. Our ARP2200D00. This one's been out in the line for the last 4 years right now, available in 15-inch, 17-inch, and 19-inch. Available in thin manager ready, setup in the BIOS boot. Available with a 5-wire resist touchscreen. So we use the 5-wire resist touchscreen because a lot of times, you know, our technicians are wearing heavy-duty gloves, so they can go ahead and interface with the HMI. And it has the same COM ports on there, dual gigabit LAN, available with a hard drive if you need to go Windows-based. So it's available in the thin manager ready and also a Windows-based platform as well. And it's Class 1 DIB 2 certified. And this is a panel mount version. Okay, we actually have a newer grade which uses the i7 processor, 3rd generation mobile processor, Class 1 DIB 2, same sizes, 15, 17-inch, but we added a 21-inch wide format as well, which we're seeing a lot in the industry right now, migrating from your standard 4x3 to 16x9. Okay, Class 1 DIB 2 certification right now on the 19-inch available. Next, we'll talk about a fully robust, enclosed panel computer that is Class 1 DIB 2 certified, waterproof, hermetically sealed. We have some utilizing in the outdoor application. 15-inch, 17-inch, 19-inch available, again using the 5-wire resist touchscreen. Has a Core 2 dual processor, up to 4 gigs of RAM, and has a dual gigabyte LAN. Available also in a Windows-based platform as well, and USB available, as well as 24-volt DC power input. All right, now let's talk about displays. Not many people know that Arista makes HMI displays too. We've actually have many various sizes, up to about 15 different size variations, and configuration-wise, with touch, without touch, with a stainless steel bezel, without stainless steel, it's almost up to 100 different configurations. We're probably one of the seldom manufacturers that have so many different sizes, from 6-inch all the way up to a larger format, 84-inch. We offer 3 touchscreen technologies, which is the 5-wire resistive touchscreen that I talked about earlier. And we also have infrared touchscreen, and that's in the case when there's liquids flying through the air and touching the HMI, and you don't want to interface with that with the water or liquid. And then we also have projected capacitive touch, the newer state-of-the-art technology, which a lot of customers are migrating to as well for the multi-touch function. The different installation schemes we have on our displays is either panel mount going into a cutout, or your standard VESA mount going onto a wall or to a swivel arm or pendant arm.
So where have you seen a lot of those 6-inch and 84? Where have you seen them?
Okay, so the larger format displays like a 42-inch, 65-inch, and 84-inch is definitely going up high in the ceiling, usually kind of displaying real-time data. A lot of times in the plant floor automation, either inventory control or any of that matter. But the 6-inch, I don't get too many, but we do have that available. But the 6 inches are more kind of replacing some older legacy type, where they're pulling one off and they have to replace it with the 6-inch. Because, we're talking about real estate, right? Yeah, if we're putting a bigger one, then not much real estate. Okay, here's our ADM 1800. This is a panel mount display, 6.4 inches up to 24 inches. The video input is VGA and DVI. Okay, features a 5-hour resistive touchscreen, RS-232 or USB for the touch, and then VGA and DVI for the video input. Available in a DC version or AC with a power brick. This one is our 1900 series. The difference between this one is it's pretty much got the same 5-hour resistive touchscreen, but the difference is it actually has a flush bezel. You may not be able to tell from it right now, but it definitely has a flush bezel. We have some industries right now, mainly in the food and beverage. A lot of particles fly in and they catch on the lip of the bezel. Now you're able to clean it very, very well. So they like that kind of flush type, sleek design look. The 1900 is available in a 17-inch, 19-inch, or 21-inch. 10 and 15 inches available based on OEM project. And stainless steel bezel is available in a 316 grade. And we actually make the LCD a very high bright with the resistive touchscreen. And then VGA and DVI and HDMI and DisplayPort is available as the video input. And DC version is available. Now the 15-inch and 17-inch has a same cutout as some of our competitors out there, so it'll be a drop-in replacement. So as I spoke earlier, the ADM 5821 AX fully enclosed, stainless steel, hermetically sealed, waterproof with the integrated video extender. Now what I want to show you here is this is our ARD 1007. This is the video extender, KVM extender. It's actually taking the content from the microbox and pushing out, and this is going through Cat 6, which extends up to 330 feet, and that's a high definition signal. And it's available in the 21-inch, 21.5 inch. So this actually shows this is the host and this is the receiver. Now what we did is we took the card and the receiver and integrated inside this unit. So if you buy it separately a la carte, if you have your own display, you will get the host box and the receiver. And then with this one here, it's actually integrated already inside. So you just need the host box coming from the video content source. Our ADM 2100 series, this is a panel mount version of the projected capacitive touch. These are available in the 15-inch, 17-inch, 19-inch, 21-inch, and 24-inch. Standard brightness LCD, also available with all the video inputs of VGA, DVI, HDMI, or DisplayPort. AC brick and the DC versions are available. Next, our very cost-competitive line, ADM 5800 BP series. These are almost kind of commercial grade. They're for kind of like dusty, very light, dusty environments. Many different sizes available, 15-inch all the way up to 21 and 24-inch. And these are VESA mount versus the panel mount. So it goes onto a stand, desktop stand, or it could go mounted onto a wall or a swing arm. This is our ADM 5800 AX series. Again, we have many, many displays, 15-inch all the way up to 42-inch. Again, this is a fully enclosed NEMA 4X that's waterproof, and it's wall-mounted, VESA-mounted, desktop mountable, and it has a VGA extender, like I showed earlier, embedded inside, integrated. Kind of gives you kind of like that very seamless type application for installation. We also have this available in extreme low temperature. We have a couple of customers right now utilizing our 42-inch that's in the stainless steel outside, and sometimes it's getting to like a -20, -30 degrees C. And we actually integrated a heater inside the unit that at certain degrees, at the threshold, it actually turns on the heater and keeps it from the LCD from crystallizing because of the cold weather. Large format displays, again, a 65-inch, 84-inch. So we took that concept of the large format and created a large format thin client, now available in 65-inch. This picture here is actually the swappable module, and I actually do have a sample of it here. This is Thin Manager ready, just kind of like the microbox here. So what it is it has a 65-inch display, and it's got the swappable module. Now, say for instance, yes, it's high up in the ceiling or wherever it's installed at. If it goes down, you just remove the thumb screws here, pop it out, and get your spare, pop it back in, and you're up and running just like that. So it's very seamless. Some other products that we carry, industrial peripherals and KVM extenders, as I showed earlier. I also do have the industrial keyboards, which I'll go over. Here is our industrial keyboard stainless steel with the mouse pad. I'll go ahead and show you the sample right here. Okay, we have two versions of the industrial grade keyboards. Okay, one is available in this with the mouse pad right here. Okay, and this version is panel mounted, so you can see the studs there. So we have two installation schemes available on our industrial keypad, either desktop version, a benchtop, or panel mountable. Okay, now there's some plus and minuses with these two different keyboards. If you see both of them here, this one is the rubberized with the keypads. Okay. If the technician is inputting a lot of data using these little the alphabets here, it's a little bit cumbersome. Okay, but as far as using the pointing device and using the mouse pad is very accurate. Okay, with the rubberized, and this is the benchtop desktop version. Okay, just goes on a keyboard tray. Very easy to type in any data. The pointing device is not too accurate, but it'll get the job done. So those are the two available different types. Again, available in either panel mount version or desktop benchtop. Kind of show you the other picture of the rubberized here. Oops. Okay. And I showed the video extender. You know, again, VGA version is extendable up to 1,000 feet via Cat5, and then any high def digital HDMI signal or DVI could go up to 246, and HDMI up to 330 feet. Okay. We've actually rolled out a smart battery technology. This is in case you're using UPSs, and we know UPSs, there's a lot of liquid inside, and you know there's a lot of maintenance on UPSs, replacing them all the time. So we actually designed a lithium-ion battery, smart battery, that is available in Windows. And I actually have it featured here today, which is actually connected to our microbox here. Okay, so UPSs, you know, uninterruptible power. You know, in case power goes down, this is the power cord right here on the microbox. If we lose power, the unit's still up and running. And also the smart battery is DIN rail mountable, just like our microbox. Our microbox is also DIN rail mountable. Another product that we have in our peripherals is industrial Wi-Fi. This is actually used as a Wi-Fi bridge for thin clients. We get a lot of customers now asking, can we get a wireless thin client? We are able to achieve this now. We actually designed everything inside from the board on up, gives us more controllability because we know customers can buy a Wi-Fi bridge on the internet. Now what makes this industrial is, again, we design everything from the board on up. We control all the software programming because we know commercial grade, buy it at Best Buy or anything like that, it changes every time. And you have to go redo the programming and everything like that. With Aristas, because we control all the, we design the software for this industrial Wi-Fi, we control all that, so there's very seamless in updating all the drivers and everything like that from Arista's side. Okay, so basically we'll take the the broadband Wi-Fi input, transmit it over through the Ethernet to the thin client, and you're able to achieve that wireless thin client technology. So let's talk about why Arista. It's actually all about our support. We know that industrial computers, you Google search it, you're going to get pages and pages and pages. So what separates Arista from the other competitors right now? What is our niche? Well, it's all about our support. Currently, right now, Arista has full mock setups at our production facility of all the Arista thin client versions. We've been designing hardware with the Thin Manager software going all the way back to 3.0 version. So we have all those platforms set up in our support room in case any of our end customers have a problem with the hardware or with the software. We could do a mock setup, okay, kind of to mirror or replicate, to find out what the root cause is, okay. Oops, I went too fast there. Give me 1 second here. Secondly, providing long-term availability, copy exact, and revision control. Well, what do I mean by that? Well, long-term availability, Arista actually follows Intel's embedded roadmap, okay? Because it's all about the chipset when we design our motherboard to follow that roadmap to ensure, it's got a 3 to 5 year minimum lifespan. Because commercial-wise, it could change on an instant. Like you buy any Dell or Weiss, they change on the fly. And you might not be able to get that commercial grade off the shelf anymore. Copy exact, what you buy today, you will get tomorrow, 5 years down the road. We make sure we copy exact it, and we have controllability by having revision control. A lot of engineers, they're all about revision control. Making sure the red wire stays red, making sure all the COM ports stay in the right order. So if there's any problems or any changes that we have to go through, we send out a engineering change notification proactively. Okay, that gives you that revision control. And that is very key for a lot of our customers and engineers. Okay. Number 3, we actually have full engineering capabilities. Not many people know that we do a lot of customization in-house. A lot of custom tailoring, providing a turnkey solution. We have full R&D at Arista Corporation in Fremont. A little sample right now. We just came out with a very customized workstation for a customer. Okay, that actually featuring the same 21-inch projected capacitive touchscreen, and we fabricated the workstation and put one of our keyboards rubberized and with a pull mount. So just kind of show you some of our capabilities. Okay, I'm going to kind of show you some of our engineering PDFs that we provide to our customers to review some of the design work. So when we go through design, we come up with our 3-dimensional PDFs and any line drawings, full text specs. Oh, give me a second here while it loads up here. kind of visuals here. So this is a kind of a roll-away mobile workstation, and it's actually got the, you'll see the little antennas right here for the wireless. It's got the keyboard. Here's another one where you can actually see our industrial box, one of our box PCs that we utilize. Bear with me, folks. There we go. So this right here is the big old heat sink. It's actually, this is a panel mount box computer, which we had a couple of intensive applications that had to utilize a full-blown desktop version i7 CPU, and this box PC does not have any fans. So we're able to achieve that with this big old heatsink and panel mount it outside the enclosure. And you can see it's got all your IOs here. I can remove this backing plate here. You can kind of see that copper heat pipe right here. That is one of the technologies that we use, which is just kind of give you an idea. It's actually got powder in there, and actually a certain degree it actually liquefies and pulls all off the main, you know, all the heating from the RAM and the CPU, which is the main ones that get hot, and goes up to our thermal module and out to the heat sink. Okay, so let's get back. So it just shows you, you know, our engineering capabilities. Next, let's talk about Arista's warranty programs. The way it works is we have a 2-year depot warranty on our computers and touch panel computers, a 3-year depot warranty on displays. All of our displays has a 3-year warranty. Available added extended warranty up to 7 years, so you can go beyond that, and our cross-ship program. So let me talk about the depot warranty. What do I mean by depot warranty? Arista's depot warranty means that we actually do not farm out anything that comes back on RMA to a third party. We, the manufacturer, do the repairs. It actually follows the same roadmap as a brand new product. So it goes through the same FQC, same burn-in testing if it's a computer, all those FQC items goes through that checklist. With the cross-ship program, very, very crucial and important. We understand downtime, it's huge. So we offer a cross-ship program. You know, anything that it arrives, we understand sometimes there's cases when dead on arrival, we will cross-ship the unit without the customer having to send back the unit, you know, losing any downtime right there. So we do it very quick. Next, let's talk about the lead time. Arista's product lead times. Typically, it's 10 business days on any of the product that we have on the shelf. It's going to be about 20 business days if we do not have the product on shelf and we have to kind of build it from scratch, but we have the materials to build it. There are some cases when we won't have any material, ran out of material, and we have to fabricate the material from scratch. It'll be about a 12 to 16 week lead time. Now, that's kind of a rare case because, you know, majority of our main line, like our microboxes and our AP3500s, the commercial office grade thin clients, those are regularly on the assembly line. There are cases we may get a very large order and it'll assume all that inventory up, and we'll have to kind of revamp. So if you catch it on that cycle, then you may run into a 12 to 16 week lead time. But that's where a forecast comes into play. Very important. You know, talk to us, we listen. That's our slogan. You know, we like to know about the forecast. You know, if you guys are planning a project, we like to kind of know what the time frame of the project so we can plan ahead for materials. So that's pretty much in a nutshell. Again, you know, thank you for joining my meeting here. And again, thank you, Wayne Wilk and the Reynolds Company for putting this together. And Bill Brock. Yeah, thank you. So,
All right,
questions? Absolutely. Depending on how long it's been out in the field for, but typically 3 hours, 2 to 3 hours. You know, depending on the load, right? Depending on how long it's been out there, and a fresh battery is going to give you a lot of juice. But you know, being out in the field, and if it's been used a couple times, then you know that goes down a little bit.
Yep. Any other questions here in the room or online as well? You could type in the chat window, or might be able to unmute your phone line and ask it through your native voice as well.
Yeah, and last thing I wanted to add is, you know, all of our products that you see here and all on our website is available for an evaluation. You can test. It's kind of a try before you buy program, available for testing, to demo, and evaluate.
I will say for our web audience guys, Brian actually will be in town tomorrow.
Yes.
So if there is something, and if you're not too far away from us, you know, geographically, Brian would be more than happy to come out and show you some of the stuff live and in person as well, if there's interest there.
I got the rental.
Yeah. So with that, I'm not seeing any additional questions in here, and I don't think I see anything online. So we'll go ahead and cut it short today. So this is our record, probably shortest one, right? So which is good sometimes. So appreciate that. Thanks again for everybody joining us, and we'll go ahead and close it down. And as always, you could reach out to us to learn more. And we'll have the links for additional Arista information online and some additional thin client details, which we'll share after the session. So thanks again, as always. Thanks.